This is part 1 in a series I'm planning to do about raising chicken. In this first episode I show you how I wash the eggs and put them in the machine, and then you just have to wait 3 weeks for the chickens to hatch. It might take 19 days, it might take 25, but around 3 weeks or 21 days there will be chicken. My name is Anders Möller, and several years ago I left the big city for a life in the countryside. If you want to follow what happens in my world, subscribe to this channel. I've had the eggs delivered to me several times via the post office, and it usually works out just fine. But it's a buyer beware situation, because you don't know and the seller don't know how the post office are treating them, if they are leaving out in the sun or in the cold in the winter. So it's always a risk. But as you see, they are well packaged, and when I receive the eggs I leave them in the box for about 24 hours, so the eggs the inside can get in the right place. First thing I do with every egg from outside the farm is that I wash them in this mixture. It's called från hens in Sweden, and it's a disinfectant. It kills fungus, bacteria and virus. So this is one little trick to keep all diseases out of the farm. That's also the reason that I never buy live animals. All the chickens on the farm, all the birds are hatched here. What I do is I just dip it in this mixture. I don't scrub them or anything, just dip them. And you see these eggs are clean and very nice looking. And I just let them drip off on some paper before I put them in the hatcher. It doesn't matter if they're a little bit moist when I put them in, and it helps to get the moisture up in the hatcher. Sometimes you have to try to get it just right. The eggs. It's important that you put the eggs in the hatcher with the wide side up, because that's where the egg bubble is, air bubble, and when the chickens start to breathe, they penetrate this air bubble, and that's the first air they get. As you can see, the machine is not full, it's just 16 eggs. I was planning originally to hatch some turkey eggs at the same time, but unfortunately I couldn't get hold of any, so I just run with these 16 eggs. What I'm going to do now is put the machine together. This machine is called a incubator. It's a fully automatic egg hatcher, and it keeps the right temperature, the right level of moisture, and it rocks the eggs. I'll show you later when I get them upstairs. Important when you put the machine together, it's to put this little bit of cloth in. Otherwise the hose that regulates the moisture will drip directly onto the eggs. But as it drips on this little piece of cloth, it spreads the moisture inside the machine and keeps it at the right level. All I have to do now is turn the machine over, put the lid on, and it's ready to go upstairs and get plugged in. So this is the cradle that rocks the eggs. The reason you rock the egg is that that the going to be chicken doesn't stick to the walls of the eggs. In nature, the hen does the same thing when she moves around the eggs, moves the eggs around. But if you're hatching without a hen, you need to tilt the egg tray every morning and evening about 30 degrees from that side to that side. But I'm lazy, so I have this machine to do it for me. All I have to do is take the machine, the incubator, and put it in the cradle like that. Then I have the pump that keeps the moisture at the right level. This end I just put in a bottle with water, but it's no hurry with that because the moisture will be high now because of I wet the eggs. So I just plug it in. And the alarm sounds because the temperature is low. It's now 24.7 Celsius, and it's supposed to be about 37.5. Same thing, the moisture should be about 65, and it's 88% now, and that's because I wet the eggs, but it will come down. And within a few hours the temperature will come up, the moisture will come down, and the cradle will rock the eggs to and through for the 3 weeks needed to make chickens. That's all about making chickens for this time, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you want to see what happens to the chickens that will hopefully hatch within 3 weeks time. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you like this project.